Welcome to the Perfumer's Corner, a Padlet-style blog with interactive commentary for the budding perfumer, or just someone who's really interested in fragrance. If anyone asks, this perfume is the culprit. A fresh citrus opening followed by a lasting warm bouquet, this perfume was purchased on a whim. The now discontinued fragrance became the catalyst of my perfumery hobby as I sought to regain my signature scent. Learning that recreation was a near impossibility was disappointing, but it was too late. I was hooked, and perfumery has quickly become one of my favorite hobbies. Now that I have the topic, the next step is to look at literature that supports the design of an informal learning setting. This hobby is practiced through interest-driven learning. However, interest can be fleeting. Acevedo stated that sustained interest is maintained across many sites or communities. This extends to utilizing templates and sharing ideas with others. However, freedom of choice is at the core of interest-driven learning. Ultimately, learners want to be able to engage in a practice that is tailor-made for them. And who better to tailor it than themselves? I also knew that I wanted to create an online platform that encompassed all the different types of resources that I enjoy as a learner. Lynn writes that key characteristics that promote enjoyment are novelty, harmonization, no time constraints, and appropriate facilitations and associations. So with that in mind, here's the plan. We create a Padlet, a web-based platform for digital bulletin boards where users can curate content, share ideas, and collaborate in a non-linear format, so you get to choose your own adventure. The target audience is going to be anyone who's interested in learning about perfumery at any stage of knowledge, whether you're at the beginning of a journey, you've already dabbled into perfumery, or an advanced learner should be able to find resources in this Padlet as well. And that is what this Padlet would be, a resource repository. Interactive resource depot where learners can choose their own adventure, comment on the content, and find community with other learners. Here it is, the Perfumer's Corner. Craft your fragrance and perfume your life. The Padlet is designed with live category columns. Each category contains external resources as well as the ability to comment and to rate between 1 and 5 stars. The only intentional placements are of the welcome note at the beginning and the survey at the end. The welcome note is a bit of my story to invite learners to use as much or as few of the posts, whether or not they intend on translating them to a real-life hobby in the way that I have. The Be Sensational category is the introduction column. Aside from the welcome note, there is a definition for perfumery as well as a link to the Wikipedia page to get a basic overview of what this Padlet is about. Watch It is where users will find videos of some of my favorite tutorials and content creators. I opted to feature different teaching styles so that the learner can select what best suits them. Online reads are sites where users will find useful information that features blogs or breaks down details of the perfumery hobby. Book Recs is the books category. It is the most selective from a designer standpoint. After watching many videos and reading extensively, I selected the 3 most highly rated books on perfumery. They represent different styles of learning, and there's price points to fit any budget. I've also included a link to a book search that returns Google's top picks. Apps and tools is one of the most practical categories. The International Fragrance Association, or IFRA, lists the known raw materials, their safe use standards, and chemical breakdown. This is followed by formulation software and application links. I've created redundancies in the board for remediation and safety. The application, for example, allows you to create a perfume formula, but will flag any dangerous level of chemicals. The Meet Others category is for users to find learning communities near them. Due to the lack of in-person groups, this section will also feature one or two online communities. My hope is that this Padlet would become an online community. A supplies section is also included to help point perfumers in the direction of reputable sources of raw materials in the United States. It is important here to note that for perfumers alcohol, there can only be ground shipping and it can get to be very expensive because limited amounts are allowed to be shipped. I appreciate you taking the time to hear about my project. I look forward to your comments and suggestions. Thank you.